3 things in Japan that are genius. First, in Japan, you don't even need your phone or wallet to buy groceries anymore, because now you can pay for everything by just scanning your hand. A futuristic sensor reads the unique patterns in your palm to authorize a payment instantly. So when you're done shopping, you just hover your hand over the scanner, and in seconds, your transaction is complete without ever touching a screen. Second, in Japan, you can find portable soap in the form of paper. It comes as thin, dissolvable sheets that look almost like decorative paper. You just take one sheet, add a little water, and it instantly turns into a rich lather for washing your hands. It's perfect for travel, camping, or keeping in your bag, so you can clean your hands anytime, anywhere, without carrying a bottle. And lastly, in Japan, you'll find public hand washing stations that also clean your phone. While you wash your hands, you place your smartphone in the top compartment. It uses deep UV light to disinfect your phone in about 20 seconds. When the timer is up and you finish washing, your sanitized phone pops back up. You get clean hands and a germ-free phone, all in one stop.
3 things in Japan that just make sense. First, in Japan, people use coins more than paper notes, and to carry those coins around, they use coin holders like these. You can neatly store the coins in them, and whenever needed, you can easily take them out and use them. Next, the packaging for things like jelly and sauces in Japan is incredibly smart. These items are packed in such a way that a single packet contains 2 different sauce flavors, and when it's time to eat, all you have to do is press the packet like this, and the sauce comes out onto the food without getting your hands dirty. Lastly, in Japanese restaurants, you also get finger gloves along with your food. You can wear them on your fingers like this and eat without making your hands messy. 3 things in Japan that should exist everywhere. First, in Japan, you can find this kind of fizzy pump that lets you refresh your drink. When a soft drink goes flat after some time, the bubbles disappear. But with this pump, you can bring the fizz back and make your drink feel fresh again. Next, in Japan, you'll find these capsules that, when opened, contain disposable shoes inside. You can simply unfold and wear them, and after using them once, you can throw them away. People in Japan often use these while traveling. Lastly, in Japan, besides regular strawberries, you can also find unique white strawberries. They are a bit expensive, but they taste absolutely delicious.
3 things in Japan that should exist in your country too. First, in Japan, there's portable paper soap. It looks like thin sheets of paper that come in small, colorful containers. But once you add water, it dissolves into actual soap so you can wash your hands anytime, anywhere. Next, in some bakeries in Japan, there's a self-serve bread slicer. You pick your loaf of bread, place it inside, and use the display screen to decide how thick or thin you want your slices to be. Lastly, Japan has white disposable socks for travel, so you don't have to worry about laundry. They may look too small at first, but once unraveled, they stretch, breathe, and fit comfortably, ensuring they suit all foot sizes. Wear them once or twice, then toss them out.
3 things in Japan that just make sense. First, when you buy a loaf of bread in Japan, look closely at the numbers on the pack. That's not the price. It actually tells you exactly how many slices are inside. Whether you want thick toast or thin sandwiches, you can choose the exact slice count you need. Next, at airports in Japan, you might notice something strange. They have these giant plates of sushi on the luggage conveyor belt. It's a smart and fun way to show everyone when the belt has completed one full loop. But you might also notice that the luggage isn't just dumped on the conveyor. There's an actual staff member who protects your bags as they enter the belt, so nothing bangs into the metal or gets damaged. Lastly, Japan is home to one of the most beautiful Starbucks in the world. You'll find it in Kyoto. It's built inside a 100-year-old traditional wooden house. No flashy signs, just old-school sliding doors, tatami mats, and zen vibes. And one added bonus in Japan that you have to try is jelly water. It looks like a regular bottle of water, but when you open it, the liquid doesn't pour. You have to squeeze it out like toothpaste. It's hydrating, weirdly fun, and totally confusing. So, which one does your country need?
3 things in Japan that solves everyday problems and should be everywhere. First, in Japan, they've perfected the liquid bandage. Instead of traditional bandages, you apply this glue-like liquid directly onto a cut, and it dries to create a waterproof seal. It's an incredibly convenient way to protect small wounds without worrying about them getting wet. Next, in Japan, they've invented a smart mask that instantly shuts down your stress. Using cooling therapy and guided breathing, it stops migraines before they even start. It's the fastest way to relax your brain after a long day. Also, in Japan, they've created tiny adhesive patches that train your facial muscles. You apply them to lift sagging areas and reduce puffiness, giving you a contoured look without any surgery. And lastly, if you are tired of insects sneaking sneaking into your home. In Japan, you can use this clever insect catcher. Instead of messy sprays or squashing, this tool lets you trap bugs safely from a distance. You just slide the trigger to enclose the insect, carry it outside, and release it back into the wild. When dining at a restaurant in Japan, you're given these small-looking tablets, but don't try to eat them. They're actually for washing your hands, and once put into water, they expand into a warm, wet towel. 3 things in Japan that just make sense. First, at some airports in Japan, you'll see sushi plates going around on the luggage carousel. It's not real sushi or someone's suitcase. It's just a clever little display to let passengers know the belt has completed a full loop. Next, when workers are cleaning the windows of tall buildings, there's always someone stationed on the ground with an umbrella, not for themselves, but to shield pedestrians from water dripping down. Next, Japan has these strange but amazing heated ear stickers designed to relieve stress. You just stick one behind your ear and it gently warms up. Japan has a unique ice cream making machine called bingsu. It can transform various flavors into a delightful dessert. Simply add milk or a flavored mixture on top of the roller, and it quickly produces soft, snow-like ice cream known as bingsu. Next in Japan, you don't need to close the lid of the jam. Just buy these self-closing mango jam, and it will close itself automatically when you put the cap on top. And lastly, airports in Japan have these robots that make your experience seamless. By just scanning your boarding pass, you select the gate, drop your bag, and it guides you without having to stress.
Why food great when I gotta lose weight? Woo! I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100%.
Reasons why Japan is smarter than you think. First, in Japan, instead of using regular tape measures, they use digital tape. They're perfect when you're measuring curved edges, like a desk or seat. Next, this is how Japan generates electricity, using people's footsteps. In Tokyo, one of the busiest cities in the world, has installed these special black tiles on pedestrian walkways. Every time someone steps on them, the tiles capture the kinetic energy from footsteps and convert it into electricity, powering the city's future with every step. Next, some neighborhoods have these unique small elevators that's built onto long hill paths. They take you up or down steep staircases, so you don't have to walk as much, especially helpful for elders or people with disabilities. And lastly, in Japan, kids don't just carry any backpack to school. They all use a specific kind that's designed for much more than just storage. These bags are tough enough to act as protective gear. They float in case of floods, and they include reflective features so children are safer walking home when it's dark.
3 unique things in Japan you won't find anywhere else. First, instead of struggling to find the right bin to throw your trash in, there are trash bins for all sorts of trash. An AI system that uses sensors automatically detects and separates it into the right categories. Next, there are these heat pads that help you survive Japan's freezing winters. They come in lots of different designs, and all you do is stick them on and they start heating up instantly. Next, if you ever find yourself with extra coins in Japan and want to get rid of them, you can visit any 7-Eleven store and use this machine to exchange them for bigger bills or fewer coins. Just slide in your coins and you'll get your money back in larger bills. And lastly, summer days in Japan can get really hot. Luckily, you can cool off with these neck ice rings. Simply put them in the freezer and after some time they are ready to use. The ring stays cold for up to 2 hours.
Little things in Japan that surprise outsiders. First, in Japan, they've invented a lamp that runs entirely on salt and water. This is the water lamp, a battery-free emergency light. You just add salt and water into the bag to start a chemical reaction that creates instant electricity. It provides up to 140 hours of light and can be stored for 10 years without ever losing its charge. Next, this bottom-loading dispenser uses gravity to release honey or syrup with 0 drips. Just press the trigger for the perfect amount, and it seals instantly the moment you let go. It's the most thoughtful way to enjoy your pancakes without the sticky fingers. Also, in Japan, to stop allergies without medicine, they use this red light therapy device for nose. It uses clinical grade light to reduce inflammation and clear your sinuses in just 5 minutes. No sprays or chemicals needed. It looks like you're wearing glowing reindeer ears, but it's the smartest way to breathe again. Lastly, in Japan, this automatic towel dispenser hydrates and heats a compressed towel in seconds, giving you a steamy steaming hot face cloth at the push of a button. It's the most thoughtful way to level up your skincare routine. 3 things in Japan that should exist in your country too. First, in Japan, some restaurants offer special finger gloves, so you can eat fried chicken without getting your hands messy. Just slip them on and enjoy mess-free eating. Second, instead of regular soap bars, Japan used these interestingly shaped soaps attached to the sink. It's a clever way to reduce soap waste, and you can even wash a single hand like a handshake. Next, with a pull of a string, your food quickly becomes hot. But how? These kinds of lunchboxes, which are common in Japan, have a pouch that splits open once you pull the string, releasing calcium oxide, which then reacts with water, producing heat, and in a few minutes, your food gets warm and ready to eat. And lastly, in Japan, students use this interesting Mount Fuji eraser that reveals a mountain as you use it. It starts as a simple block, but as you erase, the corners wear down to reveal a snowy white peak. The more mistakes you make, the more you carve your very own miniature Mount Fuji right at your desk. In Japan, even street lamps come with a surprise. At first, they look like giant flower buds, but the moment you step underneath, the petals bloom open and light spills out.
Things you will only see in Japan. In Japan, you don't have to visit a Starbucks store again and again to drink their coffee. You can bring home a container that has many small pods inside it. By opening these and mixing the coffee powder with milk, you can enjoy Starbucks coffee right at home. In Japanese buses, there are special seats made specifically for pregnant women, because pregnant women often find it difficult to get a seat. Japan introduced these pink seats so no one else sits there, making travel safer and more comfortable for them. There is a law in Japan where if a fruit juice packet uses less than 5% real fruit, you are not allowed to show real fruit on the sticker or packaging. And if a juice uses less than 50% real fruit, you can show the whole fruit on the sticker, but not fruit slices. Only when a juice is made with 100% real fruit are you allowed to show fruit slices on the packaging. Japan made this smart cup bag. You place your cup on it and lift the coaster, and it instantly turns into a bag. You can easily carry your cup while walking, and when you put it down again, it turns back into a coaster. In Japan, there is a very simple but extremely useful item that you can use every day. You can open it and fix the butter inside in this way, and later use it to easily spread butter on bread. New Japan created a special winter table called kotatsu. There is a heater under the table. You place a blanket on top, then cover it with the tabletop so the blanket doesn't move. When you turn it on, the table becomes warm, and you can sit with your legs inside, staying warm while eating or relaxing.
Wouldn't wanna be anybody else.
Things in Japan that are amazingly creative. First, in Japan, there is a cup noodle museum where you first see a wall showing the whole history of noodles. A vending machine sells an empty cup for one person. You sit at a table and design your cup, color it, and draw any design you want. Then you give the cup to a staff who adds the flavors you choose: onion, egg, meat, and more. They seal your custom cup noodles and you pack it yourself. Next, in Japan, fitting rooms have a foldable board you can place on the floor to stand on while changing. It keeps your feet clean and make sure you never have to step on the floor barefoot. Also, if you're biking in Japan, you don't need to struggle going uphill or carry your bike on stairs. Wherever there are steps, there's also a slow-moving belt designed to lift your bike for you, making city rides much easier. Next, in Japan, when you buy a pineapple, you can place it into this machine, and within seconds, it comes out peeled, sliced, and neatly packed in a cup, so you won't have to struggle cutting it at home. And finally, trash bins in Japan aren't left out in public. They're built underground, and to throw something away, you simply step on a pedal. The lid automatically opens, and you can toss your trash inside. 3 things in Japan that should be everywhere. First, Japan has grape soap because normally they get mushy over time. But with this clever grape design, everything stays perfectly firm, making it very satisfying to wash your hands. Next, Japanese malls have umbrellas that you can freely use. It's based on an honor system, and they even have lockers for your own umbrella. And finally, at Japanese bars, they hand you these covers for your drinks. You're supposed to seal it tightly so you can stay safe.
3 things in Japan that just make sense. First, in some Japanese cafes, instead of using disposable cups, some serve coffee in edible cups. Made from biscuit-like material, they hold your drink perfectly, and once you're done, you can eat the cup, getting both a coffee and a snack for the same price. Next, Japan's train seats are designed to fold up near the doors during peak hours. This clever feature creates extra standing space, making rush hour commutes smoother. And lastly, during summer heat waves, workers in Japan use jackets with built-in AC. These lightweight jackets have battery-powered fans that circulate air inside, keeping the wearer cool. 3 things in Japan that should exist in your country too. First, in Japanese bakeries, there's a bread slicer you can use yourself. You just grab a loaf, put it in the machine, press a button, button for how thick or thin you want the slices, and your bread comes out perfectly sliced. Next, in Japan, you'll find disposable socks that are really handy when you're traveling. They're made for one-time use. You just put on a fresh pair, wear them for the day, and throw them away after. And lastly, if you lose something in Japan, don't panic, because there are special spots where people drop off things they've found. And instead of keeping them, it's common for Japanese people to return lost items so the owner can pick them up later.